G'day, 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 and welcome to another episode of Mixed Bag Youth Squad Legends, or YSL for short, with Western Sydney Wanderers and your favourite Aussie yobbo, Tomo, from Tomahawk 79 Games. Alrighty, let's kick this off in a second. But first, we've got Sydney FC as our first matchup. Then we've got Brisbane and Adelaide in live sim games. And then Exeter City to finish it off. The final episode for this current season will see us against Canberra Osaka. Then we'll be playing Wellington and Jombok, as I decided to change my mind and make the last episode a 3-game episode. Alrighty, so getting back to the action, we first up have I left it on the 31st of the previous month just so that we can have a look at what's in our youth academy straight up. So here we go, here is a look at our youth academy, and off screen while I had the youth reports come in, I think we found a player called Mason from Australia. Low value, low overall, but a possible potential of 70 to 90, and he's got a decent speed, but he's in there mainly for his name. But anyway, at the top of the list we got Siaka Nadai, centre back 83 to 89. Still not convinced about him at the moment. Jay Griffiths is a 76 to 94, not looking too bad. Bradley Lee is a 62 overall, 85 to 94 right mid. Oh, he can probably come straight in. He's got some good money value on him, but he's not available yet. Davide Bruno, 60 overall, 78 to 88, has dropped off a little bit. We'll keep a further watching brief on Hun Woo Kim, 61 overall, 84 to 90 on the potential left back. I think that's convinced me enough to offer him a contract. Get in the club, lad. Coming down now to the next one in line, Jonathan Phillips, 130 on the evaluation, 54 overall, 76 to 94. He's got some decent pace, so he might find his way in later, just needs to grow a little bit more. Ewan Davis, left mid, 68 to 88, 55 overall, not too convinced about him, but we'll keep an eye on him. He's only 15, he might improve. Cristobal Segura is a 61 overall, 87 to 93. Not particularly keen on this sort of defensive-minded players with low sprint speed, but we've already offered him a contract. We're going to sell him off, I think, is what the plan was. Then we've got Nelson Palacios, low on the overall at the moment and evaluation, but potential is decent, so he can stick around. Pedro Tavero, right winger, 54 overall, 130 on the evaluation, 77 to 91. Keep an eye on as well. Javi Villar, 58 overall, 275 valuation. Good potential, just a bit low on the sprints, but we might keep him another month to see if he gets that 60 overall. And we've got Dauda Fofana, our left winger, 61 overall. Good on the evaluation money, 425 there. 79 to 89. I think this lad deserves a contract, even if he doesn't keep growing in that sprint speed. He'll fetch a decent bit of coin. Alrighty, so that is the youth squad at the moment. So as you can see, that's why we offered Cristobal Segura the contract, because he was wanting out and cancel his contract. Oakley, so we've got some. Yeah, we go. Contract accepted. Segura. Segura. I did get that right. Cristobal Segura is coming in. Chihuhack wants more wages, and Milan James wants to get into this match. So we'll sort them out in a second. But first, we'll go and deal with the wages request. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong place for it. There we go. Contracts. Where is Hugh Hack? Mr. Hack Attack. There you go. Oh, he's only on a Peasy wage. Let's bump him up to 1750. Maybe that'll make him more happy. And we'll make him squad rotation still. Oakley dokley. So, quick check of the squad. We have our backup brigade there lined up ready to go. So we'll switch it to the number 1 squad. Alright, we'll go our away shirt as we get into another Sydney Derby. We will probably bring James in, but he's got a little bit of stamina missing, so I might start off with Hack, maybe. Sook is a bit tired. We might put someone else on the bench. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go for the Hakeem regen, I believe. Segura, he's on the bench. He can stay there, as far as I'm concerned. And Vermeulen, Schneider. Alright, yeah, Hack can start for a change. I don't think I've used him for a long time when I've been actually playing myself. So, alrighty, that's the team we've got. Actually, hang on, Van Dam. Yeah, I don't like having a left wing back with 67 speed. So, I don't think we've used Deniz Cabral, but we'll go with Kramer instead, because he's a bit better. Gallo has got some stamina missing, so we'll have Deniz Cabral on the bench, actually. Alright, so, yep, that is looking much better now. I'm happier. There we go. Yes. Soterio. Where is Soterio, actually? Hang on. Sorry. Oh, yeah, he's on the bench. I'm blind as a bat. Don't worry about me. Always have to make sure we got at least one of our legendary 11 picks on the bench there. So, after I've run a little bit of a poll asking if we should go and get Shaggy Shagler from Red Bull Salzburg, I think the results come in. I had that, yes, get him in the squad, and the second choice was, nah, piss off, Shaggy come after mixed bag. So the no's, I think, have won that vote, so that poll is now closed. And so I'll have to have a look at the, I'm not sure if I put up a choice for who we should go and get as a to fill in the role of a Scout Future Star, because I've looked and found players that are not as great as what you can get in a Scout Future Star, so it kind of offsets the fact that we're buying a real player. Gotta check if I put that poll out there. But anyway, Sydney FC have Heward, Bell and Gold Grant, Timopolu, and in the backline also Calver Azulo. In the midfield, Carney O'Neill, Brilliante, Hurst, and Dimitrievich, and Brock Mazden up front. They're going out with the same lineup they've used against us in the past. And of course we got Cunningham in goals, Goosens, Jong, Peters, Kramer across the back, Hack, Gabuza, Edwards, Sarrett in the midfield, and Amadi Holloway and the Cam Williams up front. Pardon me for that, I had a bit of a weird burp thing of some sorts happen there. Sure if it was a burp or a hiccup or a combination of the two. But anyways, moving on. at the Estadio de las Artes. For some reason, that's Sydney FC's home ground. Okay. Yes, good job there, FIFA, considering they play at, I think it's ANZ Stadium, or is it the other big one in Sydney? It's one of those big Sydney stadiums. Oh, Willems is through! Oh, couldn't get the shot on target, but Goosens now to Jong. Wanderers looking deadly early. Kramer goes for a run now. Can he whip one in? He drags it back across. Dangerous cross, but no one was threatening in the air on it. Zulo now cleans it up for Dimitrovic. Back to O'Neill. They're forced backwards yet again to Calver. They come out wide through half hers, but he's cleaned up. Out for a throw-in now. Looks like Zulo will take this one, as Harper says, nah, you have it. He wants to get further up on the wing, and he's blocked temporarily, but he comes sideways to Dimitrovic, the man in the middle. Wanderers now goes back to Kramer. To Gabuza again. Gabuza doesn't run forward for me, you stupid wombat. Saric now. Waiting for a forward run. He gets it from Kramer. It should be Gabuza down that wing. Willems to Edwards. Goosens. Holloway now. Hack tries to slide it over, but he's tackled from behind. It goes to the keeper, nearly chased down by the Wanderers player. Brillianti now. Getting harassed by Gabuza, but manages to hold onto the ball and keep his nose clean there. I suppose you could say, oh, keep it all going in the same direction or something. Anyways, while I mince me words, we've got a bit of a gap on the wing, out to Edwards, who slips it back inside to Holloway. Holloway battling for the ball. It comes up with Gabuza. Gabuza takes a shot from distance, but it takes a deflection. I think it's out for a corner. Or is that... No, yeah, it is a corner. Thought it took a deflection there. He's going to whip it in. Half has a good header out. Brock Marsden, a bad pass back to his lad, ends up in the hands, or I should say the feet of Hack. Wrong football code, dummy. Alrighty. A little bit of dancing around does Goosens. Pops it forward to Saric. Tries to get a through ball, but Brilliante has a foot on that one and says, get out of my box, mate. Saric now. Pops it up for Edwards. Edwards is done in by Zulo. I think it was also assisted there by the other defender. I think it was a double team there. Zulo now tries to break on the left wing. Huffers. Oh, bad control there. Ends up in the Western Sydney Wanderers' feet. Hack pops it forward for Saric now. Saric, oh, couldn't quite get it around Grant. Dimitrovic now pops it into the box. Defence clears it out, but only as far as Carney. Hack now battling with Carney. Carney shows him a clean pair of heels and does a bit of a tricky see you later, mater. See you later, mater. That's a good one. And here we go with Saric.
And in he goes with the tackle.
Oh, Hack battling with Carney again. It's a bit of a rivalry going on between them, perhaps.
And he gives it back to it.
Brock Marsden now. In the middle, dropping dropping back into the midfield. O'Neill now comes away with it. I can tell that I've had a bit of a day off, a bit of a rest. My brain's not quite up to speed yet, even though I've had a couple of copies, but we'll get there in the end. Goosens now. Off to Gabuza, to Saric. Sarich turns his lad, comes back in. Willems tries to get a ball down to Sarich. Sarich now in a bit of traffic. Tries to find his way through with a pass, but we are blocked off there in their box on the edge there. And now Harper's got the counter-attack going down the wing. He's held up there by our defensive lad. And Harper's has come back on the ball. He's got a shot off through Carney, I think it was. Got that shot. Goosens now in a bit of pressure. Willems now gives it back to Goosens, who's shaken off the attention that he was getting. Goosens now tries to pop one forward. Can't get it past O'Neill. O'Neill clears it up the field now. It should be an easy recovery for Kramer. And Wanderers off the head to Jong. Gabuza goes back to Williams. Finds Jong again. Jong wanted to run forward, but they keep running backwards. I'm having this problem a lot with the Wanderers. Maybe I might have to look at my instructions and how I've set the formation and everything up. Holloway, Willems. Yeah, that's the only team that I'm having more problems with. Mansfield setup is good. They always run forward. Wolfsburg don't have too many problems with it. But yeah, the Wanderers don't seem to be one to run forward as often as I would like. A lot of my inside left centre mid and the right centre mid is the one that are mainly doing it. They tend to run backwards a lot more. So there's probably a little bit of tweaking I need to do in somewhere amongst all that jazz. Alright, so we get to half time with 0-0, I'm trying to say, uneloquently. Pockety pig time. Alrighty, so they've got one shot on target out of one. We've got one on target out of two. Possession is going away. Tackles are about even. And so is the pass accuracy. Looking alright. And it's time to rotate those defenders. Sarich and Hack are in a bit of stamina trouble, so they might be coming off in the first 10 minutes of the second half, which we will get underway again right now. Wilkinson on for Timofeo. And I think I'll have a sip of my iron brew. Oh, that's a good drink. Big thumbs up to the Scottish lads that made that drink, because I do believe it is a Scottish drink.
There's enough quality players there.
I'm going to try and see what alcohol it works with. Since I'm an old enough dude to have a bit of a nip now and then. But if you're under age, I say wait until you're old enough to be able to purchase it. Because underage drinking is not fun. I've been there, done that, so I kind of have a little bit of experience in that area. But anyways, enough of that jazz. It's some Tomo's community announcement kind of thing. Alrighty, so let's get underway. Hack now on the attack down the wing. Pops one forward for Willems. He slips it inside for Holloway. We finally get someone running forward in Edwards. Edwards does a little dance, has a little jig. Hack now to Gabuza. Pops it over for Peters. Peters has a shot. The right back, I think he is. Or is he a centre back? But anyway, he's one of the defenders and he's put it in the back of the net.
The goal from a player who's been defending so bravely, so nobly, and now he's gone upfield and done this.
Yeah, a bit of a collector's item that. He doesn't get too many, but this is an important one.
Good stuff by the defensive lad. Ho, right into the top. We'll take that every day of the day. Every day of the day? Every day of the week, I should say. Any day, all day, we'll have that kind of goal. Get in there.
Well, that was the opening goal. We've had to wait to the second half to get it, but it's come now.
Alrighty, Brilliante gets us going again with O'Neill, but there's being pressured. They manage to shake off the pressure for now. And here we come again with the pressing. Oh yes, Holloway has got us into a good position. Pops it forward for Holloway. Can he get it past the keeper? Oh, Hewitt Bell gets big and takes it in one in the chest like a man. In the face, in the chest. Anyway, there's a good save. Oh, it was nearly in his nuts. He took it in his six-pack. Bobo comes on for Brock Masden now. I'll have a look at Hack and Sarich. Yeah, as I thought, they were going to be needing some substitution early on. So let's see, we'll go with Benito Sussian down one wing, and down the other we'll go for Sotirio. Yeah, sorry we took a day off yesterday for anyone who was missing out on the on this current episode of Mixed Bag and the following chaser. Sometimes I just need a day off to get my bones back into position and sort myself out. Also, had a bit of pain in the old toes that I chopped a bit off kicking and accidentally kicked the old concrete driveway getting the paper yesterday, or the other day. Yeah, it was the other day. It was a day and a bit ago. So it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. And yeah, I took a large chunk off one toe and a little bit of a blood blister formed on the other toe. So it's the two smallest toes on my right foot. Are all really bad and they look rather yucky. So I've been a bit in the wars, I suppose you could say. But I'm on the mend now, feeling good, back in action, and let's continue on. Holloway now. Edwards now having a little cheeky 1-2 with Sussian. Sussian levels it back for Holloway, but it's blocked by Brilliante. Good effort there by the Welsh lad. He's a left winger that can play cam, so we're slotting him into that cam role. No one there challenging for the ball. Easy clearance on the header for the Sydney FC defence. Oh, and there's a free kick given away as well. As we're going to quickly check, see if anyone else needs a substitution. But they're looking alright, so we'll play on to the 70-minute mark. Somewhere in between the 70 and 75-minute, we'll have another look, I suppose. Well, we've got a dude out wide, unmarked, so we'll keep an eye on him. Got the possession there, but gave it straight back as Bobo takes a speculator shot that goes way wide. Peters now finding Gabuza. Bad turn there, right into the man, loses the ball. Kramer now regains possession for us, gives it off to Cunningham, the keeper. Jong now tries to launch Sussian on a raid down the wing. Zulo lets it go over for a throw-in. Couldn't quite get on the end of that push forward when he scuffed the ball forward. Jong takes his man and the ball and then falls over the lad that he just busted up. Out for another throw-in. Half-Pers will get it underway in the middle to Dimitrovic, but it's a loose pass. Williams grabs hold of it, sends Benito forward. Can he outpace his man? Not quite. And gets it away to Half-Hers. Zulo now pops one off to O'Neill under pressure, who finds Brilliante, who passes it to Dimitrovic, and Bobo tries to get a through ball happening. Goosens is not having any of that jazz and gets it to Jong. And we attack again, coming into the middle through Willems and Holloway. Holloway tries to keep going, but the tackle is put in by the Sydney FC defender. Now Dimitrovic has a shot on goal, has a bit of a counter-attack. Yes, he was wide of the mark, unfortunately for him. Good for us. So we are trying to hold on to this lead and maybe even add to it. 75 minutes on the clock, and I forgot to take a look and see if we needed a fresh pair of legs. Gabuza now lays one up for Sotirio. Fresh legs, tries to get a run through the middle. Willems, shot, saved by Hewitt Bell. And now we will have a look at who needs a rest. And it looks like Edwards, possibly, or Holloway or Williams. We've got 3 choices here. And since our defender there, Jong, is the lowest in health, I think we need the extra fresh legs on the right hand side, so we will go and give James a run. As I did say I was going to put him on the field since he was asking for a bit of action and a bit of game time. Nice one-handed save there by the keeper. Gabuza lays it up. We actually get up to try and challenge for that one this time. And the computer delays giving me control of the player, which I could have easily got that ball. And now it's their throw-in. Thank you, game.
Time is ticking away here, and they haven't got too much of it left to deal in. The fans, though,
it took me having to press both the L1 and the directional right stick to get hold of my player, who was pretty much right where the ball was. The joys of FIFA. Yum, yum, yum. I do try to make light of it so that it doesn't get me annoyed or angry. And make a joke of it, have a bit of a laugh, and then we move on. Alrighty. Willems turns around, turns another player around, gets it off to Holloway. Sussian tries to drive in. Oh, unlucky, couldn't quite get the scraps as it bounces out. Sotirio now. Sussian again on the ball. Takes another crack, but no, he's lifted it too high. Good attack by Western Sydney again there. James, fresh legs. Willems, Holloway now. Can he break through? He gets a shot, but Wilkinson gets a block on it. Maybe I should start trying to use the fake shot a bit. Get past the block, cut inside, and then get a proper shot off. We might try that one next time if the old brain remembers. Oh, Howard Bell gets up. Oh, our player totally misses the bounce of the ball, and it comes to Bobo. Bobo the clown. No, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Or did I? James now. Gabuza. Brilliante, it's bouncing around, possession changing hands there in the middle. Comes out wide, they're pushing hard to get an equaliser and share the points. Bobo, can he turn? No, he can't quite turn. No, Smith! Oh! It bounced around and Smith comes up with an equaliser in the final minutes of extra stoppage time. Stoppage time. Bad clearance there by Gabuza. Gives possession away, and keeper is left. Wide open there. No time to react. Donnie Smith makes it honours even. Will there be time for a counter-attack? No, there isn't. The ref blows time. And with the last virtual kick of the game, the Sydney FC come away with the with the point.
anything away, and they do finish low.
And we get screwed over there by a little bit of dodgy ball bouncing. Alrighty. Easy come, easy go. We're still looking good, I believe, for promotions. So, our goal was a nice little shot there by our defender. Our strikers were a bit off song today. And then in the final minute, it bounces out. Gabuza tries to get rid of it. Settles nicely, perfectly for Donny Smith, which I'm a bit sus about that when that happens. But anyway, we'll ignore that and move along. We had 6 out of 11 on target. They 2 out of 5. We dominated in possession and shots, and the pass accuracy was a little bit even. Peters gets man of the match with a 8.8 rating and a goal to boot.
English Football League 2. Barnsley 2, Colorado Rapids 0. Bolton Wanderers 2, Philadelphia Union 1.
And James is happy
what those results mean for tonight's
for
league
getting
tables.
on the field there.
At the top of the table remain Exeter City with 78 points. In second,
Alright, just
Montreal
checking that
Impact
he was
with
in the
74
lineup
points.
there. Yep, he is.
In fourth and fourth.
Alright,
are
so
Philadelphia
let's
Union with
continue
71
along.
points, but only
That
behind
draw
one goal difference.
sees us
In
5
fifth,
points
San
short
Jose Earthquakes
of the
with
playoffs
69
with
points.
6
In
games to
sixth,
play.
Rotherham United with 65 points.
It's getting close, it's getting tight. We would have been 3 points behind if it wasn't for that stupid equaliser. If we somehow miss out on getting promoted this time round, I will have to be simulating the following season off air completely. So the next episode after the playoffs, should we get to the playoffs, or if we don't get to the playoffs, either way it happens. There'll be an episode to rehash the previous season and start the next season in League One, so to speak. Alright, so that's what I'm thinking, because we need to try to speed up to see if we can at least squeeze one season of Premier League action in before FIFA 18 comes out in a couple of weeks' time. 2 or 3 weeks, I think it is, till the 26th, 29th, when it becomes available. Alright, Hoonwoo Kim has accepted his contract. Motivate the lads. And Fofana has accepted his contract from the Youth Academy. Oh great, here we go. Chu Hu Hack asked for more fucking money. Yes, may we discuss wages? I gave him a shitload more money. He was on 400. I gave him 1,750 and he turned it down. Oh God, I hate this EA shit. Sorry, but the contract is shit. When they ask for more money, you give them what they want, and they come back with that rubbish. So sick of that. Absolutely sick of that. Alrighty. Calm your tits, Matty. Calm your tits, man. Alrighty, so let's have a look. The bench is looking decent. Yes, got the best players on that we can field at the moment. Yeah. Oh, hang on, Mikos for Sassian, and actually we'll put him up front for Willems because he's fresher. Alrighty, so let's see if we can knock off the 2 games with victories that are the live sims versus Brisbane and Adelaide. Fingers crossed, in we go. Alright, we've got not much happening in the first 20 minutes. Well, as soon as I say that, Mikos gets us a go-ahead goal. Good choice to put him on up front. Hingert gets a yellow in the 30th minute. We pass into the second half, and Suk comes on for Saric. Gabuza gets a penalty. Papadoulis on for Hingert. Hack on for Edwards. Mikos gets a yellow. 2-0 with 10 to go on the clock. Suazo for Shields. Bowles gets an injury, and we hold the match 2-0. A nice victory. So we charge towards the top 6, top 7, which we are now 2 points shy of. Another victory or 2 in a row should do the trick.
At the top of the table remain Exeter City.
Got praise the lads for that one.
In second, Montreal Impact with 74 points. In third, Philadelphia Union with 74 points, but only behind on goal difference. In fifth, San Jose Earthquakes with 72 points.
Alrighty then. Now we just have to knock over Adelaide United. Where are they sitting on the ladder? They're down the bottom, so theoretically we should be able to knock this one out of the park as well. Here we go. Adelaide versus the Wanderers. We are away. Got the same lineup of Cunningham, Goosens, John Peters, Van Dam, James Caboose, Edwards, Saric, Amadi Holloway, Mikos. They've got Burai, Elrich, Elsie, McGowan, Garuccio, LaRocca, Sanchez, Nakahara, Niako Diawa, and Savader, who's got the first opening goal, and James equalises in the 20th minute. 22 minutes, LaRocca gets a yellow. Edwards gives us the go-ahead goal. Yeah, past the halfway mark now. Kiddo on for Niako, Williams on for Mikos, Aguirre on for LaRocca. Then we got Hack on for Edwards. McGowan gets a goal to equalise. Suk on for Saric. Marino on for Nakahara. Marty Holloway gets us the winner in the 76th minute. It was a 5-goal thriller, but we come away with the points, which is good news for us.
English football
And huzzah! That's one has sneaked us into the top 7 at the expense of Colorado Rapids. And it's up to us to win the next match against league leaders Exeter City to keep us in good nick in that top 7 playoffs.
With 77 points.
What a comeback. We started the season around the bottom, 23rd, and we've climbed our way up to 7th.
With 72 points, with a game in hand on the team above.
What a good effort there by the lads. Happy with them.
Falling are Colorado Rapids with 66 points, but only behind on goal difference.
A shaky start, but we're coming home on a strong, fresh gust of a breeze. Coming home with a wet sail, as they say, I think it is. Alrighty, so let's motivate the lads, because now we're going into a tougher match. So let's have a look at the squad. Yeah, the squad's looking good. Have a look, see how close away. Oh yeah, but there's a week away, so yes, we will have the strongest team available to go up against Gamba, which is gonna be another tough test for the team in the next episode. Alright, so they're gonna be coming in their away kit, all in yellow, and Saric has got a little bit of stamina missing, so we'll start with Soterio on the field, and Edwards, actually no, Soterio can play left and right, so we'll give Suk a run out. Willems will come back on the field for Mikos. Nikos will go to the bench for Benito. And let's think, who am I gonna give a run on the... we'll give Edwards a rest and we'll put Agovadri on. Let's see, Fofana. I don't think he'll get a chance, but we do have those new lads to think about next season. Give them some more time. But yes, I think That's how we're going to do it for now. Actually, we might give Surrich a rest because he's done some good work. We'll give Morales, maybe? Yeah, we might give Morales. We haven't given Morales a run yet. So he'll come on the bench. Machado usually gets some game time. So, let's see. Bennett. We haven't given Bennett a run in this one yet, so we'll give Hamadi Holloway a rest. He can go on the bench, and we'll bring in Ayala or Cooper. They've both got the same sprint speed, so we'll put Ayala on the bench. Alright, I'm happy with those choices, with the exception of Van Dam for Gallo. And then we'll put Kramer on the bench this time round. There we go. And so we get into the final match of this episode against league leaders Exeter City. Can we scrounge out a result against the last remaining beast squad that we've upgraded to give us a tougher challenge, as they are dominating 5 points clear for automatic promotion?
Hi everybody, Martin Tyler here with you. Alan Smith has joined me. League 2 football for you today.
Yeah, delighted to be here, Martin. Looking forward to it.
As you can see, they're 5 points clear of Philadelphia. We're sitting in the last spot of the playoffs, needing more victories to carry us home into the playoffs for promotion, so we can finally get off the bottom and start climbing our way to the Premier League.
Can they bring the visitors into this game the qualities that have made them the highest scoring team in the league to this point?
Well, they've been full of goals and coming from all areas.
They're the highest goal-scoring team in the league as well, and so they should with the players that I've given them. And how I've upgraded them. Anyway, in goal we have Cunningham, then Goosens, John Peters and Gallo across the back. In the midfield we've got Sotirio out on the right, James Gabuza in the middle, Sook on the left of Bennett in the cam role, Williams up front in the striker's position again. And Exeter City have Nichols in goals, Gasper, Perez, Brown, Hong Chul across the back. In the middle they've got Ferrero, Aziz, Morales, Quinones, and up front McLinden and Lopez in a 4-4-2. And they get us underway with the kickoff. Ferrero on the ball now, gets it off to Gasper. Oh, we decked Ferrero after the fact, but the referee didn't pay any attention, so we get away with that one. Sook goes forward, but has to go back Gabuza. Shit, got a little bit excited there, thought they were getting in, but no, we cleaned that one up. And forward now to Sotirio. Sotirio looking for his man, Willems finds him. Willems can't get it forward to, I think it was Sotirio running through perhaps. Bennett now for Hong Chul. Gabuza. Done in by Hong Chul. Fierro finds Lopez. McAlinden now. Tries a through ball. Cunningham cleans it up. Good job. Good vision by the keeper. Goosens now. It's forced backwards. Comes inside to Sotirio. Finds Bennett. Sook now has players running out on the wing for him. Gabuza. Bad pass there by Gabuza. Lazy pass. Can Gabuza make up for that one? He's been a little bit off song so far in this early match. Oh, Lopez breaking free now. The keeper comes out. Oh, and we clean that one up, but it's coming back at us. Missed tackle there on Quinones. He's trying to step overs and switchbacks and all kinds of tricky shit. We're forcing him backwards ever further, and he shakes off our player eventually. Jong now coming up with good tackles. Back to Quinones. Hong Chul back to Quinones again. Hong Chul. Good combination work there. Our defender tries to get up to head it away and completely misses it with an air swing of a header. Gasper, the friendly ghost, pops it in. Oh, danger, danger, danger. Gabuza now cleans it up, goes for a run. He's had to stop and try to turn, but he's found Quinones, who seems to be everywhere at the moment. Morales pops one forward, and Jong doesn't miss that header this time. Sook now cleans it up. Oh, Aziz has come from nowhere and picked the pocket of the of the Wanderer player. It was just ball watching. Oh, and they get a shot off on Cunningham. Saves.
And the ball's gone out for a corner.
We just seem a little bit out of sorts in this match. We need to get our head into the game. Exeter are exerting some pressure on the Wanderers, lads. They're pushing hard. It's out for another corner. No, it's a goal kick this time. Off one of their lads, thankfully. See if we can get something happening in attack better this time. Exeter's defence has been rather strong so far. We release Goosens down the right side. Comes back to the left now, out to Sook. Sook cuts inside, gets a shot off. Oh, very near but not good enough. He goes the wrong side of the post. He had a nice open goal there, almost a bit of open net there to the left, but he drags it left to the left post. It's a good effort there by Sook. First bit of positive play from the Wanderers. Lopez now finds Quinones, who's been troublesome to us. Cunningham with a flying collection of the ball. And we get it underway. Goosens now tries to pump it up for Sotirio. Finds Williams, but Williams received the ball too close to the defender and was instantly in trouble and tackled. Fierro now. Out to McAlinden. To Fierro again. Sook now. Goes across to Bennett. To Sotirio. Bennett keeps running, but Aziz with another good steal. It's a cheeky little thief there in the midfield, picking up all the crumbs that he can find and pouncing on those loose balls and wayward passes. And sneaking up and tackling the players when they're playing with their dicks and not paying attention to what's around them. Gabuza now. Oh, it's Aziz again. As it just finished giving him a big wrap up, he does it again to us.
He can lay it off to the supporting player.
I might have to look into that player if we win a trophy in the Chaser series. We might look at making him the player we go and purchase. He seems to be quite good at pinching the ball. Hong Chul stretches out and gets a good interception there in defence. Quinones now finding McClendon, and it's that little lad Aziz. Oh, Lopez gets a foot in and it'll be our throw in. James, quick one now to Bennett, who's in space. Goes inside for Willems. We go wide for Sook. Sook can't find his way through. Fierro cleans up the loose ball, but Gallo now grabs a nice tackle, but unfortunately it'll come off him and give the throw in to the Exeter City lads. Gallo still fighting for it, trying to get possession back, but is unable to hang on to it. And eventually we do get the throw-in going our way with a little bit of a tussle there near the halfway line. Oh no, it's a free kick. The referee has called.
Building steadily here, keeping possession.
Bennett gets us underway.
He'll need to try and
Oh,
get the ball back now.
Sook, he's in for a shot.
Have a shot.
Willems! It's dropped to Willems with an open goal. Oh, beautiful. The crumbs fell perfectly to Willems, and he slots it into the back easy as. Good shot by Sook, set it all up.
Great goal, Alan.
Well, the keeper quite rightly asking one or two questions of his defenders who didn't react as quickly as the goal scorer.
More of that, lads, more of that.
It was very well taken.
Never could get an easier goal. A striker's gift. Birthday gift, or whatever you want to call it. All these Christmases come at once there as he gets his fourth in the EFL league. I had words in my mind and I got them all modulated as they come out my mouth, which tends to happen sometimes, a fair bit sometimes not so often. But anyways, we'll scramble on. Piero sidesteps Gabuza's attempt to tackle. Oh, and Gabuza makes up for it by pressuring him into running it over the line, but it doesn't really matter because the ref has called half time. And so we go to the half-time break, 1 goal to the good, as the score is 1-0. They've had 2 out of 2 on target, we've had 2 out of 3. They've been dominating the possession and harassing us at every turn, but we've managed to do what's the important thing and put one in the back of the net. Pass accuracy is 85 to 89. They're doing a little bit better in that regards, but we're hanging in there. Alright, rotate the defence to share the work rate around. My wing backs tend to do more running because they're doing attacking and defending, so I like to rotate them with the centre backs to share the load. That's why I like a speedy back line as much as I like a speedy midfield and a very speedy strikers. Here we go, Jong. Pops it forward for Sotirio. Jong keeps running. Pops it in the middle. Willems gets up for the header, but he's put it over. I don't do those crosses in very often, but it is nice when I pull one off. But yeah, that one was a little bit off target. Oh, nice overlap by Peters. Tries to pop it through the mid into the box along the ground, but it's blocked by the defence. Oh, Lopez now gets one out to Hongshul on the counter. Oh, Jong comes up with a rip snorting. Get fucked. Piss off, mate. You're wrecked. Tackle. Sotirio cuts inside now. Cuts in past another player. Tries to turn and shoot, but he's done in by Gaspar.
Things to come.
Now Fierro trying to come. Oh, he does a cheeky little swivel turn, puts off the defender like he's nothing. Gallo comes to Cropper a little bit with his wingback Peters, but still manages to sort themselves out and hold on to the ball. Sook pops one in now for Bennett. Bennett looking to get one over for Sotirio. Sotirio pops it forward, but there's no one there, and it was too weak of a pass anyway. Easy giveaway, the possession to Hongshul. Aziz now, the cheeky little lad on the ball. Lopez to McLinden. McLinden pops it forward, hoping for a run through by Low. Ah! Oh, there's a shot, and Lopez misses. Oh, under a bit of pressure there from Exeter City's finest. Jong gives it over to Peters. Oh, very nearly gave that one away. Sook slips one over for Gabuza. Gabuza darts back inside. Bennett now. Sotirio pumps Willems forward. Takes a shot. Hongshul is there to block it and put it over for a corner. As we have a quick look and see if we need to go to our bench. And I'd say Bennett is looking for some replacement relief. I'd say, yeah, we'll be bringing on Ayala and Gabuza might be okay for now, but I think we'll switch him with Sotirio and go for Cardenas Machino and save the other substitute for later.
Bit lucky, it was deflected.
Blocked by his titty. That was a titty block. Machino gets it in. Oh, nearly gets a head on it. Gallo now to Sotirio. Oh, absolutely given a facial there by the Exeter City player. And they come away with possession on the counter-attack now through Gasper. The friendly goes. Lopez pops it back to Gasper. Gasper now gonna try to get across in. He does. Oh, they're up and they're wide. Oh no, it was one of our lads got a head on it and it's out for a corner. Sent it in. Oh, Cunningham gets a hand on it and it's on the roof of the net and it's in for another corner. Oh, and they've put it in. Fierro gets up and gets away with a cheeky header. Our defence was all at sea there. Couldn't stop him. Brilliant effort there by Exeter City, and it's 1-1. The Exeter City away fans are going wild there in the stands. It's all cracking off to make us a photo finish of a match. Oh, keeper at full stretch was caught off guard by that beautiful header. Nicely placed. He in between the keeper and the man on the post. That's his 7th in the league. It looks like they're making a change now. They're bringing on Zivic on for Liam McClendon. Volta. My name is Volta Zivic. I am not a vampire. I am just a soccer ball player. I'm being silly there. Anyways, let's have a look at our lads. Sook is now running low on energy. So let's see. Morales, Agravati. We're going to go with Benito out wide. And see how we go with some fresh legs on both wings now.
Well, he's going to have a go, isn't he, with this substitution.
David Benito Sassian. DBS. Come on, DBS. He's on for Minjay Sook. Sotirio goes to Peters. To Gallo. Flips one off for James. James now waiting for the run from Machado. Machado tries to turn his man and cut back inside, but he's blocked off and he'll get a throw in for his efforts. He goes back to Jong, who was a bit open in space there. We go wide out to Peters. Peters pops it through for Benito. Benito cuts back. Gives it off to Peters. To Sotirio. For Machado, who gets in on goal. Oh, it's saved by the keeper. The scraps falls to the defender, who pops it out for another throw in. Jong now to Machado. Sotirio out to Peters. Peters does his man in. Tries to flip one back. He finds not Gasper. It was Morales, I think. No, James. Anyway, they've got a counter-attack. Zivic down the wing. Oh, cuts back in. Gallo with a nice tackle, but he falls down, unable to collect. Oh, the keeper only gets a bit of a punch, and it bounces on the spot almost. Ah, man, it's a bit crazy at the moment. Ayala goes back to Peters as we try to calm our tits and get an attack going on here. Machado now uses Jong on out wide there. Jong holds it up and waits for the counter, for the extra run around by Machado. Machado is brought down. Oh, Hong Shul tackles him again. It's like Machado can't get the measure of Hong Shul, and Hong Shul has the wood on him. Has a bit more of the old mongrel, bit more strength, but it pops out for a corner. And yeah, that's an interesting battle developing there in the final minutes of the game. We go in, see if we can get something off the corner to get us back in the lead, but we can't at the moment. James pops one through, but Gasper comes through with the interception now, and they're on another counter-attack through Taylor, who pumps one ahead for himself, but Ayala is on top of that one. Cunningham to Goosens. Goosens under pressure, out to Garlow. Garlow gets a through ball to Peters, pops one inside to Sotirio, who slides it over for Willems, who snicks it over for Machado. Machado goes wider to James. James now was going to go wide, but Swift's back in. Sees a big gap opening up for Benito. Benito, it's in off the keeper. And that's 2-1 in the 88th minute. Ha ha! Jalapeno, get in there, lads. Ah, if only we had started the season in the manner we're finishing it, we could be up there challenging for automatic promotion with Exeter, but still getting a win over the league leaders is always a nice thing. Keeper Nichols gets one glove, but it still goes into the top netting underneath the bar and up for a 2-1 lead. That's his first goal in the league. Shit me tits, he's taken him this long to get a goal. Thought he would have had quite a few by now. Morales goes back to Brown. Brownie goes to Quinones. Quinones now cuts it back. Inside for Morales. Oh, Gallo with a good block. Interception. Under pressure now is Peters. Oh, he gets one off under extreme pressure. Benito to Willems. Forward now to Cardona Machinus. Machinus tries to jink inside. Hong Chul gets his measure again. And Hong Chul fobs off his attempted tackle and is laughing all the way, knowing he's got the measure of that lad. Zivic pumps one forward for Quinones. Quinones. Oh! Keeper comes out and does a hoogada-boogada and puts him off, and he shoots wide. And that is the end of it as we go into the money, in with like Flynn, happy as Larry, and take the points. And so this is the first goal. We're just going to review it off the keeper. Willems pumps it easily into the back of the net, puts us up 1-0. And then they get a nice headed goal off the corner, which is one of our weaknesses, defending the aerial balls in. And the keeper not able to get anything on that one. It was a nice goal by Carlos Ferrero. And in the 88th minute, slides it wide, switching the play. Benito, beautiful shot. Too much power for the keeper, even though he gets a hand on it, into the top and side net. 2-1. And so let's have a look at the match facts. They were dominating the possession, but we come right back there in that second half and took control of things. 4 out of 7 on the shots for us. 3 out of 8 for them was pretty even. And the tackles, they had to do a lot more tackling there, and 9 versus 16. Pass accuracy, we were just a little bit ahead on them at the end, 90-88. And Sotirio gets man of the match. Let's go and have a look what that does for us on the ladder. With 3 games to go, I do believe.
At the top of the table remain Exeter City,
which will be the final episode of the season proper. Well, second last episode, because there'll be the playoffs we are still in. And we are 1 point clear now of Crawley Town, looking much better now, but still not secure in the playoff positions.
With 72 points. In 8th Rising up the table are Crawley Town with 68 points.
Alright, let's get some more training going on there. Oh, now he's having doubts about leaving the club. Son of a turkey bread. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, so we'll just fast forward to the start of the next episode. And then we'll have a quick review of the ladder. And we'll wrap it all up then. First, we need to praise the lads for that victory over the league leaders. So let's have a look how things stand at the moment. So we've got Exeter City now only 2 points clear of Philadelphia. Our victory over them has just muddied the waters on who's going to take out the league title. And yes, looks like Montreal Impact probably won't be able to catch Exeter City with 4 points and 3 games to go, but they've got a fight on their hands with San Jose Earthquakes and Ura Reds, for who will get automatic promotion in 3rd place. And that brings us to 6th place Rotherham, who are also within spitting distance of that 3rd place, and us, who are just fighting to keep our position ahead of Crawley Town in 8th and Colorado in 9th are the only ones that are able to knock us out. It's a 3-way fight there for the final promotions playoff. And Barnsley in 10th rounds out your top 10. Melbourne City sitting in 11th, then Bolton, then FC Tokyo, Brisbane Roar, Orlando City, Perth Glory, Central Coast, Mariners, Gampo Osaka, Melbourne Victory, Newcastle Jets, round out your 20th place. And then in the bottom 4 we've got Adelaide United, John Bock Hyundai, Sydney FC and Wellington Phoenix having a shocker. Alright, so on that note, stone the flaming crows and tickle your dancing dingoes. I'm Tomo. We'll catch you for the final 3 matches episode in the future. Goodbye.